Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the portfolio. Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank everyone for supporting the channel, all the viewers, all the subscribers. Immensely appreciate the support. For today's video, I just want to go through all of this week's options trades for 9/24. In total, $4,000 exactly for this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of those. Up on top here, you can see the portfolio has been kind of jumping around here, around $750,000 to start today. Dipping here, early morning trading, 739, rebounding, now trending down a bit. But let's go down to all of the options. Again, these will all be expiring for today. In total, premium will be $4,000, but there may be one that I will have to buy back, roll forward, and that is with Robinhood. That's that $45 call here. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner, the price is just right at $45, $45.03 currently. I do not want this to execute. There'll be a lot of tax complications from that. So I'm probably going to buy this back and then roll that forward. And I'll do a dedicated video on exactly how to do that. I might do that later today as well. But let's go back up top here and just go through all of the options. Again, a lot of these options are not large volume, or excuse me, large value, but a few are very good premium. But let's go through all of these here. First one up on top here is an Apple contract. Apple $140 put. So if this gets below 140, I'll have to buy. Bottom left-hand corner, you can see 146.78. So it looks like this will be okay. This will not execute. And again, just remind you guys, I do not want these contracts to execute. I collect the premium, and I hope that they do not execute, and then I can repeat this process next week. So on the bottom there, you can see $952 credited to the account, 8 contracts at $119 for each contract. And each contract has 100 shares, so 119 times 100 times 8. Let's go back kind of for the overview here. Another Apple put here. Apple 141 put. Again, the price of the stock is well above 141. For this particular contract, $54, one contract. Let's continue down the list here. A Boeing 230 call. For this contract, if Boeing gets above 230, I'll have to sell off my shares at 230. But on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see 220.75. So it does not look like this will execute. And these are not going to be high-value trades here. 11 contracts, 3 cents each for $33. Moving down, another Boeing 242 call. Again, this will not execute, and it's just $1 for this particular contract. Partially executed here, as you can see on the bottom. Filled quantity 1. So again, not a lot of premium in a lot of these trades. Continuing down, CGC, another call contract. I have this in the portfolio. Willing to sell off at $20.50, but on the bottom left-hand corner, you can see $13.96 for this contract. $40, 20 contracts for $2 per contract. Here is a Coinbase 230 put. If Coinbase gets below 230, I'll have to buy for 230. You can see it's getting pretty close to that. And the bottom left-hand corner, 231.82. We'll kind of see how this plays out. On the bottom, one contract, $240 for the 230 put with Coinbase. CRISPR 110 put. Again, if it gets below 110, I'll have to buy at 110. Bottom left-hand corner, around $116, $117. For this contract, $500. Moving down, another CRISPR 124 call. So I do have this in the portfolio. Willing to sell off at 124. Again, 116, 117, the current price. For the contract, $450. 5 contracts at 90 cents per share, $90 per contract. Moving down, a Ford call. Went ahead and bought Ford back after it dipped. Sold off another call at $13.50. So if Ford gets above $13.50, I'll have to sell at $13.50. Currently looks like this may execute $13.80. And for this contract, I received $60 on the bottom there. 20 contracts at 3 cents per share, $3 per contract. Hood contract. This is the one that I'm a little bit worried about. This may execute. I might have to buy the contracts back and then roll it over. Essentially, if I went to trade, view all options, I go for today, and then up on top there, I would have to switch it over from sell call to buy call. And then I would go down to my particular contract. Again, I'm selling off at $45, and the price of the stock is right at $45. So let's go ahead and scroll down to 45. You can see here I have negative 30 contracts. So essentially what I would have to do is buy those back. So if I went and put in 30 contracts to buy all those contracts back, for review, let's go ahead and update that to 0.25. You can see on the bottom there, I'd be paying $7.50 to buy back 30 open contracts, which will release collateral and remove my obligation to sell 3,000 shares for $45. So I may have to do that. So after I bought those back, essentially what I would do is move forward here, move it to a sell call, and then at the very least, get back the money that I had to spend on that particular contract. So 25 cents per contract. I could start moving the price up here to say $50, 50.5, and then roll that forward. And hopefully next week it doesn't get up to that price point to sell off. So I might have to do that. Only have a few minutes left here in trading, so I'll have to make that decision pretty quick here. And then on the bottom here, a couple more contracts. Tesla 665 put, -1 contract there. One sell, $520. And the last contract here is 695 put. Again, if Tesla gets below 695, I'll have to buy at 695. But on the left-hand corner there, 768.26. So this will not execute today. And $700 for that particular contract. So altogether, all of these contracts, $4,000. And again, after trading ends here, I'll go ahead and go back and kind of review all of these trades to see what executed and what did not. The Ford contract will most likely execute. And then, like I said, that Hood contract, I'll most likely buy that back and then sell again for next week. So now we have jumped ahead into after-hours trading. You can see the white background has changed to black. This is after-hours trading now on Friday. As we scroll down here, you can see all of the options contracts have disappeared. So a very successful week of trading once again. Let's go down and highlight a few of these trades. First one will be with Ford Motor Company. As I alluded to earlier, did a swing trade with Ford Motor Company. These contracts did execute today. 20 contracts, 2,000 shares sold off at $13.50. Also did this last week. If you guys remember last week, I sold off, and then fortunately the stock did dip back down. Went ahead and just bought on the open market and then sold those off with the options contract today. Let's go ahead and go down to the bottom to show you guys all of those trades here for complete transparency. You can see on the bottom here, Ford market buy on the 20th of September, 25,654.40. Let's go ahead and open up that trade. You can see here 2,000 shares, essentially buying back all those contracts I sold off last week. 2,000 shares at $12.83. Again, 25,654.40 on the bottom there. Then I went ahead and did the call contract for that $60, as you can see. And now you can see the call assignment pending for Monday. $13.50 call assignment, 27,000. So made a nice little swing trade there, about $1,340 on a swing trade. So that was very successful this week. So essentially 5,340, 4,000 with premium alone, and then the 1,340 trade here, swing trade, to top off the trades. Let's go down to Robinhood as well. This was the stock I was very worried about. I was going to have to potentially roll that stock, meaning I'd have to buy back my contracts I sold off for a loss and then sell contracts the next week to make up for the difference. You can see it ended trading at $44.90. So thankfully, even though I got up above $45 for most of the day here, right before market close, it did dip down here, and these will not execute. Did not have to do any rolling of the contract. Didn't have to buy those contracts back and then sell off again. So very, very fortunate with Robinhood here that it did fall below my strike price. You can see at the bottom there, my average cost is $53.17. So I'm definitely in the red overall with Robinhood, with all the options contracts. Still in the red about $4,000 or so. So very thankful I didn't have to have any rollover with this. No complications with taxes. So overall, a very successful trading week. And just to highlight some of the other stocks here, I have a list of all the stocks I'm doing my options trading in. So that coin put sell at 230, you can see ending at 232.10. So since it was above that price, did not have to enter into a trade with Coinbase. Apple as well did some put contracts with Apple at 141, or 9 contracts I should say at 141, 8 contracts for 952, and 1 contract for 54. You can see it ended today at 147, so well above the 141 strike price on Apple. We talked about Robinhood here. Very fortunate that that did trend down. One of the few cases in which you want the stock to trend down. Canopy growth here as well. Way below 2050 for the strike price. Ford Motor Company we talked about with the swing trade. Did have to sell these off again, but that was intended. Boeing did a couple call contracts at 230 and 240, 250. And you can see this is well below that price, so I don't have to sell off for those prices. And again, I'm including a little Excel sheet up on the top right just for an overview of all the trades. And a Tesla put, again, at 665 and 695. Tesla ending well above that. Actually trending up $20.75 a day, 2.75% in the green. So overall, very, very successful day of trading. CRISPR here, 124 call as well as a 110 put. You can see it's right in the middle at 116.70. So nothing happened with both of those trades. So overall, a very good week. Again, $4,000. I'll put that graph up on the board for review. $4,000 in premium, and then the forward contract in the darker gray did execute. Every other contract in lighter gray simply expired. Nothing happens. You can enter into those trades next week. And that green 1340 in the white bar, that's the option, or excuse me, that is the swing trade income I made, a positive swing trade of 1340. So all taken together, $4,000 for premium and $1,340 for a swing trade. So $5,340 for this week of trading. Not to make the video too long, I'll kind of end it here. Again, if you guys enjoy the content on the channel, if you guys enjoy the video series, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Until next video, we'll see you then.